People don't have to relapse in recovery. You can go the rest of your life without ever picking up drugs or alcohol again. It requires work. It doesn't stick because you stopped. There are some people who have just stopped and are miserable, or maybe they weren't addicts and alcoholics, they just were heavy users. College kids, they drink most alcoholics under the table, they come home, they get great jobs, they have families, and they're fine, and they can socially drink. But if you were a substance user of a moderate or most likely severe disorder diagnosis, you cannot drink or use drugs with any normalcy or any amount of control. The people in that category can go the rest of their lives without relapsing, providing they stay in recovery. It is like any other fatal illness that requires, that has a, there's a chance of it coming back. You know, like people with cancer, they're in remission. There's always a chance of it returning. Little self-disclosure, my father had cancer in 2004. He still goes to the VA twice a year to get a checkup to make sure that everything's okay because he had mouth cancer. It never goes away, it can come back. So he has to stay on top of it. It's been gone a long time, but it's like an addiction. Just because you're sober 20 years doesn't mean you're out of the woods. As a matter of fact, we have even found that the longer somebody's been sober, the more complacent they actually become. They think that's a defense. And when people with long-term sobriety fall, they fall hard. So yes, you can do it. And then you take like Narcotics Anonymous. It tells us that relapse is a part of our program. I don't necessarily agree with that. However, I understand what they're saying, because they're saying that in the event you do relapse, it will and can give you an opportunity to look at what was missing in your program, and it can help you solidify your sobriety for the next time you become sober, hopefully then making that the last time you ever use again. So the answer is yes, it can happen, but it requires work.